Turn double barreling 67. He's calling just under 60% out of position. 3-betting pretty tight at 10%. So, I mean, just looking at his pre-flop raising range, I don't even really have to look at his flop and turn barrels. I already know that I should respect him because the guy's not raising enough that I don't really expect. Like somebody who raises 37%, it's a pretty safe assumption to think, well, they probably don't barrel wide post flop. They probably don't bluff a lot post flop. They're probably pretty nitty. You know, sure, everybody's an individual and different, so you might find somebody who actually does that, but just in general, I think that's pretty unlikely. So here, I'm not surprised at all to see that he's c-betting and double barreling a decent amount. And c-betting 75 is actually a little bit low, but you see when he c-bets, most of the time he continues. 2/3 of the time he continues because he's probably in it. He's probably just betting face up with value and not bluffing enough. Let's look at out of position. He's 3-betting very tight because, again, we think he's a nit. So far, all the numbers are pointing towards him being a nit. He's check folding a huge percentage here on the flop, 55%, which is great. So we should be really happy that he's calling more than 50% out of position and folding more than 50% to c-bets because that's a spot we can take advantage of very profitably. And what makes it even better is that his check fold is 100% on the turn. Now, again, we don't know what kind of sample size these stats are for, but if it's any remotely real of a sample size, these are great numbers in terms of developing a strategy adjusted to this opponent based on the numbers. We should be barreling very wide. We should be respecting his aggression and attacking villain's weakness, not villain's aggression, because he's a nit. And basically give him credit whenever he bets because he's probably not capable of bluffing too much. So, capable of 3-bet bluffing 25 big blind stacks. It could have been a fluke. I mean, given that his overall 3-bet percentage is 10%, it just could have been a random hand that he happened to 3-bet bluff like 8-7 suited. Or it's just something that he's going to randomly do and get away with every time he does it. Like, that's just poker. If somebody is 3-betting 10% overall, and they non-all and 3-bet you a decent amount at 25 big blinds, I mean, at least in the beginning, you're going to have to give it respect. You just have to by force. You can't get frustrated and play back at it because according to the numbers and the intel and the information that you have at your disposal, it should just be variance that he's just running into hands he can do it with. So I'd be careful about that last note based on the HUD stats that he's capable of 3-bet bluffing 25 big blind stacks. Again, I'd like to see some more specifics on that to kind of figure it out a little bit more. But according to the numbers, I would be respecting his 3-bets, basically his aggression in general.